So this is really interesting to me, your comment, because I think you're assuming why I really don't like this album, and it has nothing to do with the cringe lyrics. Weirdly enough, I think the songs that I like the most are the ones with the cringiest lyrics. I'm gonna be real with you, I like Eldest Daughter, and the reason why I like Eldest Daughter is because of the cringe lyrics. Eldest Daughter is Taylor Swift's statement of purpose. She is cringe, she is in love, and she does not care if you judge her. That's Eldest Daughter. So people being really, really mad about the cringe lyrics and the muddled message there, I don't understand it because this is Taylor Swift's new statement of purpose. And yeah, the lyrics are cringy. Everybody's so punk on the internet. Everyone's unbothered till they're not. Every joke's just trolling and memes. Like, girl, why are you saying trolling and memes in a song? Like, that is silly, but I like it. I like the production because I think that's my biggest problem with Showgirl. The production is all over the place. To continue exposing myself here, for a very, very, very long time, Cancelled was my favorite song on Showgirl. And I know that I am very much alone in that opinion. People do not like Cancelled. And the reason why I liked Cancelled better than almost all of the other songs, if I had to pick a favorite on this album, I think that it's Honey because of the production and the lyrics. I think that that song on the album does both of those things in an interesting way versus just the lyrics being interesting or just the production being interesting. But here's where I find myself. But back to Cancelled. The reason why I really gravitated toward this song is because in my top 3 favorite Taylor Swift songs is I Did Something Bad, and I was hearing the I Did Something Bad like influence on Cancelled, and I was like, all right, this production's pretty good. I would not actually be surprised if Cancelled is one of the Reputation bonus tracks that has been kind of revamped for this album. I think this one and Elizabeth Taylor are definitely, or I would cast them as Reputation bonus tracks in a way that some of the other songs definitely aren't. So yeah, I'm an Eldest Daughter defender. I am a Cancelled defender. I'm a fan of cringe. I like when Taylor Swift does cringe, and I think she's one of the few pop stars that can do cringe very well. My problem is actually with the production, because actually romantic sucks from a lyrical and a conceptual level because she's responding to a diss that's not a diss. Sympathy as a Knife is not a diss track. So it just makes Taylor look petty in a way that she's been petty in songs before, but she's never been this kind of petty. And this is the kind of petty where I was like, oh girl, what are you doing? And I know that I don't know Taylor Swift or Charlie XCX like that. Maybe Charlie XCX is like a big rotten bitch who was feeding bad juju into Taylor Swift's relationship with Maddie, and Taylor Swift has every reason to be mad at Charlie XCX. Either way, I still think this song is out of pocket. But more so than that, the music is just boring and annoying. There's like this sing-songy quality where like it feels like Taylor Swift is just nana boo-booing her. There's also this moment, like production-wise, where she's in the second verse, and I'm doing this from memory because I don't want to pull up the sound. It's like this thing where she's like a toy chihuahua barking at me from a tiny purse, and it's something it hurts, and then it kind of moves on to like a different cadence when she does how many times has your boyfriend said, why are you always talking about her? And that would have been interesting, but it kind of felt like that line, how many times has your boyfriend said, why are you always talking about her? It felt like it was cut in from like a different song, and then she wanted to use it. It just felt cut in there and like mixed into the chorus. And I was like, this part is just awkward and it's weird, and I can't think of another Taylor Swift song that does something like that. What is Just I Want You Back? It's Just I Want You Back. And as soon as I heard it, I was like, I was just like, the first time I heard it, I was like, why is this I Want You Back? And then she says, Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see, his love was the key that opened my thighs. And I was just like, okay. Taylor Swift does sexy well. She dress, so it goes. Guilty as sin. Like she does sexy very well. This isn't sexy. And like maybe she's trying to pull a Sabrina Carpenter here. Maybe she's trying to be a little bit more overt and do something different. Okay, fine. But for everybody to pinpoint this as you're trying to do a Sabrina Carpenter, but then also I'm hearing I Want You Back. What is happening here? You know, dance moms, the way that they used to pick music because of the licensing stuff, they weren't able to use like radio hits or anything, so they had to use like these licensable songs. Wood sounds like the I Want You Back version of that. Like, this is if Abby Lee Miller wanted fucking Maddie or JoJo or Chloe or whatever to do a Michael Jackson themed solo, and she picked I Want You Back. She can't play I Want You Back. She gets Wood instead, which, oh my God, awful. Like, don't do that because those are kids. But that's what it sounds like. There's a very like, I want you back. Ooh, I do now. Like, I hope that there is like somebody proved like how similar these two, like those two backing tracks are. And even with something like Honey, where Honey is my favorite song on this album, like the bar is low, but at least Honey does rise above it. And I think part of the reason why I like Honey is because this song is doing Call Me What You Want. This is just Call Me What You Want, but for Travis instead. And I'm just like, why am I listening to my favorite song on Showgirl thinking, I could be listening to Call It What You Want right now? Why am I not listening to Call Me What You Want? That being said, I think the worst offender here of bad, boring production and cringe-ass lyrics is Father Figure. I do not understand why people like this song that much. This has like the actually romantic thing where it sounds like she's nana boo-booing someone, but this one feels a little worse because like this is actually like a serious situation. Like, and we have songs about, you know, the way that she lost her masters and things like that. Like we have My Tears Ricochet. Why do we need another My Tears Ricochet? I don't know. And I'm just like, maybe she wrote this before she got her masters back. But once her masters came back, I feel like she could have cut this. We didn't need this. I actually listened to Showgirl again because I was getting a few comments about like the music videos, like the Taylor Swift videos, and I was like, maybe I am judging this out of hand. I haven't listened to this since like November because I haven't really listened to it because I don't feel the need to, because even the songs I like on it are pastiches of other songs in her discography that I like better. So I pulled up Showgirl and I took like 30 minutes to listen to it, and I still like kind of cringed when I got to Father Figure. I'm just like, I don't understand why everybody likes this. Like, I get why people dislike Eldest Daughter. I think that they're incorrect because I think that Eldest Daughter actually does have like some pretty like sound production. I think that the cringe is what makes it work, at least for me. It feels like Father Figure, she's trying to like put on airs here where it's like, there are like Eldest Daughter is like a thing where she's saying that like badass pop girl who is, you know, super like tough and like all that stuff, she like that's a lie. Like that's all a lie. Like she's doing it because for XYZ reasons. Okay, fine. So Eldest Daughter kind of undercuts Father Figure because Father Figure is absolutely her doing the tough badass girly who always gets her revenge and things like that. So not only does Father Figure really grate on me sound wise, and I don't like the lyrics of it, I also think that its purpose is undercut by the song after it that everybody hates. So yeah, those are just some of the reasons why I don't like Showgirl. I'm gonna go listen to the Tortured Poets Department instead, because that's a great album that everybody judged out of hand incorrectly. I was just like, why does no one like this? Like, I understand why people don't like Showgirl. I don't understand why people don't like the Tortured Poets Department. And I'm not questioning Taylor Swift's ability to write songs currently because I'm like not a fan of her. Like, I'm a quote fan. I'm a fan of her. I wrote this fanfic. Look at the name of it. It's blank version from the vault. Like, I am a fan. I know ball. And I feel like the pared downness of Showgirl actually highlights why the Tortured Poets Department works. So the Tortured Poets Department is too long. Like, there are definitely things on the Tortured Poets Department that do not need to be there. But at least it's a completed picture when you throw everything up there. Showgirl feels like this could have been longer. I feel like if this was longer, I would have less of a problem with it, because at least then you could kind of figure out like what to cut. But this is so pared down that it's just like, this is the best that you have? Really? So yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. It's not the cringe lyrics that I don't like. I'm an eldest daughter defender. I will say that over and over again. I think though the problem is that the production is weird and all over the place, and I don't like it. And there's a lot of other things going on in this album that just make it her weakest work to date.